Amy Roloff, is she ready to marry Chris Marek? Amy Roloff's relationship with Chris Marek has somehow proven to be controversial, earning her some totally unwarranted hate. But the Little People, Big World star doesn't let the trolls keep her from enjoying her romance. Are Amy and Chris preparing to take this to the next level and get married? Little People, Big World is more than just an entertaining reality series about a captivating and often relatable family. The Roloff family's show has educated audiences about dwarfism and, more significantly, served as a positive portrayal of little people that is often hard to find on reality television. Or elsewhere, really. It's Little People, Big World and Game of Thrones and that's about it for positive portrayals. In particular, the Roloff family represents a powerful contrast from the various Little Women reality shows, whose stars tend to exhibit bad behavior. We're not minimizing the importance of a series like Little Women, Atlanta. People need to understand that little people are, you know, people. But little people don't just exist for the entertainment of those of us who can reach things on high shelves. Their height doesn't have to be a punchline. And while the lives of the Roloffs, who are affluent reality stars who live on a farm, aren't in any way typical, Little People, Big World does wonders in that it shows little people living their relatively normal lives and loving their family members. Amy Roloff may no longer be married to Matt Roloff, but the two new grandparents are both central figures on the series. 2 years after Amy and Matt Roloff ended their 26-year marriage, Amy started up a relationship with Chris Marek. Chris Marek is not a little person, and Amy has admitted that she never really expected to find herself in a relationship with a man who wasn't her size. We imagine that part of that was a sort of creeping self-doubt and insecurity about whether or not a man could find her attractive. A lot of women with different disabilities feel this way. And have to fear chasers, who actively seek them out and may fetishize them. But part of it must have been wondering if she could find a man who, though not a little person, would understand her and be willing to adjust his lifestyle to mesh with hers. Because everyday tasks and home furnishings that are convenient for little people may be inconvenient for others. But something about Amy and Chris just works so well. The two of them have been doing weekly soup nights with friends for over a year. They go on vacations together. Amy Roloff even dressed up and handed out candy to trick-or-treaters with Chris. But Amy Roloff has been slammed for hitting the road with Chris, because it was too close to Audrey Roloff's due date. Sometimes it seems like, no matter what Amy Roloff again and again, Amy Roloff has had to defend Chris Marek against haters and trolls who see her happiness and spit on it. Some of these critics think that Chris is just chasing fame by being with Amy, though Amy has shot down this theory. Interestingly, Matt Roloff doesn't seem to get any of that vitriol, even though he also divorced Amy and is also dating someone, Cameron Chandler, a family friend. It may just be that, to a small but vocal and hateful group of little people, big world fans, Amy Roloff can't do anything right. They even grandma shame her over sweet baby photos. We, and most fans, don't actually think that there's anything wrong with Amy's relationship with Chris. But we have to wonder how far they plan to take their runaway romance. Amy Roloff has become a grandmother this year. As she dotes on her grandbabies, fans want to know if she and Chris are prepared to tie the knot. There's nothing quite like becoming a grandmother to remind people that you're not getting any younger. Fans, who are delighted that Amy Roloff is still living on Roloff Farms and able to be so close to her family, despite some accusations that she'd moved away right after her grandbabies were born, would love to see her and Chris do something official. They seem closer and closer as time goes on, and now they are celebrating holidays together. They are really starting to look like a family. That said, we don't know what Amy has planned or what she's ready for. She was married to Matt for nearly 3 decades. Marriage is a huge decision, at any age. We're sure that Amy Roloff's supportive fans will be happy with whatever Amy chooses for herself.